You're going to have all these different great shopping centers that are a hop, skip, and a jump from you, though you're going to feel like you're just winding along in your own little world and just beautiful lawns and unique homes. Hey guys, this is Erin. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Richmond, Virginia, hit that like button, click subscribe, and click that little bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. Hey, I'm Erin Melton and welcome to Living in Richmond, Virginia. I love this video, probably one of my favorite ones, because I'm talking about the top 5 most expensive neighborhoods in the Richmond, Virginia area. Make sure you stay tuned to the end because you may be surprised by some of the ones I'm mentioning. Let's talk about Founders Bridge. Average home price is about 1.1 million plus. One of the best features about this neighborhood is the Independence Golf Club. I particularly like this particular golf club when I've gone up there before. They have a great grill, Tavern 19, so you don't have to be a member. You can go out there, sit on the patio in the beautiful days, say in the spring or fall. I've done that a couple times with my husband. They have the best sandwiches and salads and pub fries, and I just like to sit out there and people watch as all the caddies and the people that work for the club are running around on the little golf courses, servicing all the people that are out there actually playing golf, and then listening to all the different conversations that are going on the patio. Very interesting, a wonderful place to network or just to gossip and people watch. Great trails, very resort style pool, and each little section has its own feel. Nice thing about it is it isn't just one size fits all kind of home. You still have new construction, many of resales, and then you even have some sections that are actually a little gated, plus an area that is a designated place. Extremely convenient to one of my favorite little shopping centers right off of Winterfield. It is the perfect spot to go over and grab some drinks and some happy hour fun, a little goodies over at Toast. They're open for lunch and for dinner, absolutely terrific. And the nice thing about it is you don't have to get out there on the rat race. Everything off of Midlothian Turnpike, you don't have to go to Westchester Commons, the West End, or even downtown. All have that right there within 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes outside, right outside. Corner Rock Cafe. This was something that was actually introduced to me to some of my great clients. Thank you, Erin and Michael. I don't know why I didn't know about this place before because I'm over at Toast all the time with clients and friends for different things. Corner Rock Cafe is terrific. And then of course you've got shopping right off of Midlothian Turnpike. You can go to one of the really nice Kroger's and everything else you want. Again, all within 5 minutes without having to get into the rat race. I think it's really important when I talk about these neighborhoods for you to get a true perspective of what to expect in the neighborhood. This is one of my favorite ones that was one of the most recent sales. It's at 16132 Founders Bridge Terrace. Of course, that's in Midlothian because it's in Founders Bridge. 1.335 million. Actually, this house, if you want to know a little bit about me, it reminds me so much when I look at the outside of it, the house I grew up in. If it were my house, built not in the late 80s, early 90s, but built actually in the 2000s, because it's just a little bit more beefy. It's got a couple little extra features on the outside. The dormers across the front are a little bit, again, beefier and definitely more neutral. I love that house I grew up into. It was beautiful, had a lot of features, but it definitely was all the things that were super in, which were, oh God, it was horrible. The Confederate blues and the mauves. Oh, this one is definitely a lot more neutral. Let's talk about my favorite parts of this house. There is one particular room, they call it the sitting room. It has a domed window seat, okay? And has built-ins on either side. I am a sucker for a window seat. And you're like, hey, do you have a window seat in your house? Not necessarily, but my entire office, back end of our house, it makes me feel like I'm in a big giant window seat, so that works. The brick tiered deck and patio off the back is to die for. I've never really wanted to live on a golf course, though my grandparents did their one house and we did enjoy it. I remember one of my little brothers would run out all the time and be like, look at all the balls I got, Granddad. And he'd be like, oh, and have to be out there trying to put everyone's ball. You could hear people getting all mad out there going, where'd my damn ball go? Anyways, fun times, but beautiful how it sits on the course, but it doesn't feel like I'm necessarily right on the course. The deck and tiered area though is really pretty. This house is 6 bedrooms. It has 6 bathrooms, smaller than the house that I grew up into. So just shy of 6,000 square feet, and it was built in 2005. And of course, it is right on the golf course, which is helpful. You do not have to belong to the club when you live in Founders Bridge. It's just an extra thing that you can join. The nice thing about Independence Golf Course as well is that they offer reciprocal use of many of the other courses around the Richmond area, which is kind of a fun thing, so you can play other things and not get bored. Great neighborhood, definitely one within the most expensive neighborhoods that you have to check out. All right, let's talk about the one that everyone is going to think about, which is the Museum District. It is known classically for anyone that has attended any school in the Richmond area. You know, VCU, U of R, everybody's going to know the Museum District. We have all the beautiful historical homes, the beautiful tree-lined streets, the big thick streets that everybody goes down. My favorite museum, of course it's Museum District, you're going to have all the different ones, is by far the VMFA. It has always been my favorite. Even before I moved to the Richmond area, they've actually started having a free jazz night. You do not have to be a member to go enjoy that. They have 2 great restaurants. One is on the top floor, which is more a fine dining experience. And then there's one that is on the main floor, which opens up to that outside patio that you have the gorgeous seating. You're surrounded by several other museums as well, and has the beautiful red reeds. If you watch any of my other videos about the VMFA, there's going to be lots of great things in there. And of course, I love the gift shop there. The great thing about this particular area is, like I said, you've got shopping, museum, culture, and dining, everything within just blocks of you. And that's really important anytime you're looking at this particular kind of neighborhood, is it's walkable. That's why people want to be down there. They want to be able to park their cars, whether they have their assigned parking behind their houses, or even if it's just street parking, you want to be able to park and be able to walk to the coffee shop, be able to go to all the different things, go to the different restaurants. I would say a core memory to me is being in the cooler months and showing property to some great clients that were looking in the Museum District, and it would usually be later on the evening because of their work schedules, both our dentists, and I'd make sure that I left at least 2 spots in the front so that they could park right there. It being colder, they could get the babies in, and I would just park several blocks down. Now that is a big step for me, boys and girls, I will tell you that, because I am a professed burbs girl. I will tell you though, by selling more and being down in the Museum District more and more, I am comfortable with being a city girl. I'll park several blocks down. I'd rather do that than taking someone else's spade right in front of their pretty house, and then walk several blocks, and I get to really feel the culture, the vibe, everything that's going on, the city excitement, no matter if it's cold or if it's warm. Always a fun thing. This is a really great example of an awesome Museum District house and what to expect in this kind of price point. 2905 West Gray Street at $1.39 million. My favorite parts, the tall ceilings. This home was built in 1917, one of the prettiest eras for homes. So you're gonna have that nice tall ceiling. You're still gonna have those exposed brick, turn of the century fireplaces. None of them are exactly the same, but the nice thing about this one is it has mixed the old with the new. So you have that very modern, sleek European style kitchen and bathrooms, and the key thing is bathrooms, 3 full bathrooms rather than trying to find a 1.5. 5 bedrooms, about 3,100 square feet, and was built in 1917. It does have a smaller lot, however, you do have some yard back there, a nice sized deck, and just a lot of great usable living space. And of course, you are smack right in the middle of everything. And that's what everyone loves about that particular area and very exclusive neighborhood. Let's talk about the next 2 areas, and it actually spans quite a far distance. The River Road Corridor. They're going to have a good section of it that is in the Henrico County section, which also spans right into the city, downtown Richmond as well. Well, really any River Road corridor, no matter where you are in the United States, always tends to have these amazing, beautiful homes. Well, no different here. It definitely falls within our most expensive areas in Richmond. Average price point in this particular area, $1.2 million when you're in the Henrico side. Lots of trails. Certain parts are going to run right down by the James River and the parks. If you're interested in joining the Country Club of Virginia, this is going to be a really convenient spot for you to be. If you're looking to put your kids or already have your kids in many of the different exclusive private schools, such as Collegiate, St. Catherine's, this is going to be a great location. Of course, if you guys are alum of the U of R, go Spiders, or you have aspirations for your children to be there, this is going to be the spot for you. Lots of gated driveways, beautiful historical trees, not different than what you would see down in the Museum District, but definitely in a more suburban River Road sort area. And then of course you have lots of shopping and dining. Even if it doesn't matter if you're on the Henrico or more of the Richmond City side, you're gonna have all these different great shopping centers that are a hop, skip, and a jump for you, though you're gonna feel like you're just winding along in your own little world and just beautiful lawns and unique homes. The River Road and River Road 2 shopping centers would be awesome spots if you live over in this River Road area to enjoy. You have Osaka's Steak and Sushi, great local staple right there. Starbucks, Chico's, Love is a super cute store. Everything has like those love look on them. Quinn, the cutest little boutique store. It's quieter, a lot less busy than certain spots that you're gonna go to, unless you're on a Friday night and then everybody's gonna be over there eating, I will warn you, or if it's beautiful weather outside. Let me give you an idea of what to expect in this particular section of the River Road quarter. 8912 River Road in Henrico at 1.175 million. It actually ended up selling for 1.4 million to keep you in check with what to expect over here. My absolute favorite parts of this particular house. All right, I went back and forth with my husband a couple different times. Maybe I need to call someone over at Sewers. By the way, Sewers is a great place downtown. Long-time Richmond tradition. If you need to redo any of your historic doors, any of your trim work, they are the place to go to. It is the front door. It is very classic. It is very Richmond, and it's not like things that you're going to see all over the country. So when you see this house looking through, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Then of course, I love that Dutch colonial elevation with the slate roof. It has a very classic, very Richmond feel to it, but inside, when you open up my favorite kind of Richmond door, you're gonna go in, it's very sleek and modern inside. I love the pool, the slate surround patio is in the back, and that's a great thing is this house was built in the 60s, and it has that very colonial River Road quarter look to it. However, inside it is sleek and modern with the 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, almost 4,000 square feet, and everything and anything you would find in a new construction with the beauty of the older home, classic homes architecture. Great part of best of all worlds. All right. As we're talking about that other area, Windsor on the James, absolutely beautiful neighborhood. Expect average price points to be right about 1.5 million. It is a great gated community. Many of the homes have a riverfront access. You're very close to the river. Many spots will have private docks. Very private, that's the key thing, and super convenient to downtown. This is gonna be more, it is in the city of Richmond and more on the Richmond side. Give you an idea, where's that other one we talked about over in the River Road quarter that was on the Henrico side? We have this one, which is an 8333 River Road. This one was listed at 2.9 million and actually sold for 1.5 million. So there definitely are some deals to be had out there. Favorite parts about this house, hands down, the outside of this home. It has a presence, the gated entrance, the driveway, when you look at the pictures of the foyer, the way you have the double staircase coming down, the height of the ceilings, the size, the giant patio on the back, the yard, everything about this home screams, I am a person that is very influential in the Richmond area, and I'm going to be hosting many fundraisers for very important people with the university, with the state legislature, all the different things. This is the spot for you that you've been looking for. 4 bedrooms, 6 baths, about 7,000 square feet, and it was actually built in 2004. The look of it on the outside, though, does not scream built in the 2000s. It just has a very stately look to it. This home is going to be fabulous. Whoever decided to buy it, I know they're going to renovate this to the nines, and I really hope it comes to market again to give you a true perspective of what these most expensive neighborhoods in the area offer. And of course, I told you to stick along to the end because we needed to talk about one of the most expensive and exclusive neighborhoods in Richmond, and that would be Wilton. The average home prices are 1.8+ million in here, extremely near the James River, very close to downtown without you feeling like you are in the middle of downtown. That's the best thing about these particular neighborhoods, is they are super convenient to everything, but they don't feel like they are in the middle of everything. Let me give you an idea of what to expect in Wilton. Beautiful, beautiful homes. 212 South Wilton Road in Richmond. My very favorite parts about this home, you're gonna hear me say this over and over and over again, the elevation, the curb appeal. This particular home looks like you have taken it out of a storybook. It has that beautiful storybook feel to the outside. My very favorite. The back screened patio with the fully retractable glass doors. I'm seeing that more and more popping up in these more expensive, exclusive Homeorama homes, which I'm so happy to see. They're very popular in the, whenever you go down to Florida to any of those places, you're gonna see those on the lanais, but I love it that we're seeing that more and more come up into the Richmond area. This screen porch has that beautiful built-in fireplace, the tongue and groove, ceiling in there, attached right off of the main living in the house. The entire house is absolutely gorgeous. The basement. I'm not normally a basement person, though I understand the importance of it. I grew up in Northern Virginia. Every house pretty much had a basement. It was more likely to see that than building up. And I love that about Richmond and the expensive neighborhoods is there are more basements than not. This basement, though, takes the cake. For one, it's not just a walk out, it is a full daylight. You feel like you are up in the upper levels, and I think it is so important when builders capture how to do that. The ceilings are higher. This place has a wine tasting room that's all glassed in. It has this built-in super, super cute little playhouse in there. Very, very homey, but still modern and chic. And then of course it has a very sleek guest house right there on the property. This was listed at 3.5 million, just shy of 8,200 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 7.5 baths, and it was built in 2021. And that's what I love about that neighborhood is you can get something that is older. You also can get something that is brand new. This home is something pretty special. There you have it, the 5 most expensive neighborhoods in the Richmond, Virginia area. Please let me know what is your favorite one and why. And also make sure to comment below and let me know if there are any particular neighborhoods that you're like, Erin, you totally missed the mark. Make sure you're talking about this neighborhood. Who knows, I might make a video just for you. Thanks again for tuning in, and remember, leave everything better. Once again, if this is your first time to our channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Richmond, Virginia, tap that like button, hit subscribe, and click that little bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and always remember, leave everything better.